Hello, sweet babies, and welcome to Miss Jocelyn Reads. Guys, this is my first video, and I am so excited that you're here. Now, I started this channel because I love to read stories. And I'll bet if you're here, it's because you love stories as much as I do, which means we're going to be the best of friends. Would you like to read a story with me? Well, you're in luck, because today I have a wonderful story to share with all of you. So how many of you are getting ready to go back to school right now? I'm sure all of you, because it is September, and that's the month when we start school and meet our new teachers and friends. I know it is so exciting, but it can also be a little bit scary, right? Every year, when it's time for Miss Jocelyn to meet my new sweet babies, I'm always a little bit nervous. How about you? Well, today's story is about a unique little girl named Matilda Mae. And Matilda is starting a new school. So how do you think she feels? Yeah, probably a little bit scared, right? Should we find out what happens on Matilda's first day at her new school? Great. So sit back, make yourselves comfortable, and get ready to read this awesome book called Matilda Mae Wears Confidence. Matilda Mae Wears Confidence. Written by Susan Howard, illustrated by Mike Collar, and read by Miss Jocelyn. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story. My name is Matilda Mae, but my friends call me Maddie. Tomorrow is my first day in a new school, but I'm a little scared. My hands are sweaty, and I have knots in my tummy that will not go away. I can't even eat dinner, and it's pepperoni pizza with extra cheese, my favorite. Don't worry, Matilda Mae. Your new school will be fun, Mom says. But I'm not so sure. You are going to make so many new friends. You're going to have a great time, Dad says. But I'm not so sure. Mom stands up to clear the table of my pizza slice with only one bite out of it. She places the dishes in the sink. Dad gets up to throw away the pizza box, and I sulk in my chair a little more. It'll be okay, sweetheart, Mom says as she bends down and runs a finger through my hair. I look down at my arm and see my birthmark. Mom always said that it looked like a pink heart, but I just think it looks like a giant red splotch, as if someone splashed strawberry jam on me, only it won't wash off. And now I'm worried. What if the kids in my class think I have jam all over my arm? Mom and Dad tuck me into bed. They tell me to have sweet dreams, but my dreams are not sweet at all. I dream that my new school is so tall that it reaches up to the sky. There are no new friends and no nice teachers. It's just a cold, gray, empty building. My eyes pop open and I can barely catch my breath. I squeeze my stuffed unicorn. It takes me a long time before I'm able to fall back asleep. In the morning, I don't feel any better, but I still brush my teeth and wash my face. Mom walks into my room holding the new purple dress she bought for my first day. I remember seeing it in the store window when we went shopping. I scrunch my nose. Yesterday, I thought it was so beautiful, but now I'm not so sure. It has pretty pink flowers scattered all over the fabric, and it's soft when I run my fingers across it. But now that I look closer, the sleeves are too short, way too short to cover my blob of a birthmark. I look down, and it's staring right back at me. I cover it with my hand. I beg Mom to let me cover it with a bandage. Instead, she kneels next to me, takes my hand, and gives it a little kiss. Every part of you is beautiful, Matilda Mae. Every single part. In fact, I don't think this is a birthmark. I think it is a beauty mark. She smiles. She gives me a squeeze and tells me it's time to go. Dad is waiting in the car. He gives me a thumbs up and says, "Today is going to be a great day." I'm still not so sure. Mom buckles up in the seat next to Dad while I slide into my seat and stare at my feet. I feel a little better when we pull up to the school. It wasn't as big as I imagined. It was just right. Mom walks me to my new classroom. There are so many kids. A few girls are standing at one end of the room talking together. A red-headed boy is showing another boy his light-up yo-yo. The teacher smiles as I stand near the door, too nervous to move. A woman wearing red glasses slowly walks towards us. I take a step back towards Mom. "I'm Miss Nelson," the woman says with a smile. "Don't worry, it's everyone's first day. Everyone is a little nervous." I quickly cover my arm with my hand and slowly walk in. I take a deep breath and look back at Mom. She waves goodbye and disappears. My teacher helps me find my seat and smiles. I sit quietly for a few minutes until another girl walks through the door. Her hair is frizzy and her clothes are mismatched. She is tall and she has something on her cheek. It looks like a small red birthmark. She doesn't seem to mind because when I catch her eye, she smiles at me. Her smile is so big, it stretches from ear to ear. "Hello, everyone. Grace is here. The party can begin," she bellows. She walks straight to the empty seat in front of me and plops down. All the kids stare at her. I can tell they're all wondering who she is. I'm wondering too. And why doesn't she seem to care about her birthmark? For the rest of the day, Grace keeps her smile planted on her face. She doesn't even seem to notice the two girls whispering or pointing at her. She doesn't see the boy next to me lean so far over his desk to get a closer look at her that he almost falls off his chair. The rest of the day, I stare at Grace, who seems to enjoy every bit of the school day. Oh, how I wish I could be as confident as she is. The next morning, I get dressed for school and remember Grace. I remember her smile and how easy it was for her to walk into a classroom full of strange kids she had never met. That's when I get an idea. If Grace can be confident, then I can be too, I whisper to myself. I am going to be me, the best me that I can be, and I am not going to worry about what the other kids think of me or my beauty mark. I take out my favorite yellow shirt with short sleeves with a big pink heart on the front. I pull on my most favorite blue jeans with the star pattern running down the legs. And then I snap a big red clip in my dark, wild curls. I slowly look in the mirror. This time, I like the person I see. I look great. There is one more thing to do. I take a deep breath and a big smile spreads across my face. Perfect. I'm ready to go. Mom is waiting for me by the door. She hands me my book bag and my lunch. Dad is already in the car. "Today is going to be a great day, Matilda Mae," he says. This time, I give him a thumbs up. When we arrive at school, I take a deep breath. I can go in by myself today, I say to Mom. I give her a hug goodbye and walk into school. I stand in front of the big door to my classroom for a moment before turning the knob and opening the door. Grace is sitting in her seat. Some of the other kids are crowded around her, and they are smiling too. I hold my chin up and walk straight to my chair. I take my seat. Grace turns around, tossing her frizzy hair over one shoulder. "Hi," she says. "I'm Grace. I like your shirt." "Hi," I say back with a large toothy grin. "I'm Matilda Mae, but you can call me Maddie." Wow, guys, I really love this story. Did you? My favorite character, besides Matilda Mae, of course, was Grace. I love how she walked into the class with so much ease and confidence. She was new too, but she didn't seem scared at all, did she, guys? Grace was a whole vibe. And I love how she gave Matilda the courage to start a new day without fear. And that's what friends are for. And guess what, guys? The author, Susan Howard, is working on another Matilda Mae story. I am so excited to see what that girl is up to next. Parents, you can find all of the author's information as well as where you can see more of her work down below. Susan Howard is such a talented writer and a really nice lady, so please support. Join me next week where we'll be reading a brand new story about a little boy who's also really nervous about some big changes coming up in his life. And the book is called Little Mac's Big Move. I can't wait to read it to all of you. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week on Miss Jocelyn Reads.